Hey, what's good, everybody? 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's good, party people? I'm gonna try out a background here. How about that? Okay. How about that? Try out a virtual background. Okay, there we go. Salute everybody, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your main man, the number one chief Rocket Knicks Universe. Uncle Freezy is in. I'm in the building. And I'm just gonna do a brief show. Honestly, I overslept. I talked to Corey Lee and Corey Lee talked to Bully. And I just got off the phone with Anthony D a few moments ago. Salute to those guys. Just overslept this morning, everybody. So I apologize for not having all the shows and stuff in place. But I did have a show. However, I wanted to come through and talk to y'all about. Hey, Luke Skywalker Visions is in the building. I had several conversations with Knicks fans yesterday. Shout out to Todd Barbie and IKBM Dre. The original DSJ is in the building. Salute. I was just about to call you last night, bro. No lie. I was about to call you last night. It was about 2 o'clock. Well, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. I was about to call you. Right. I was just about to call you, bro. Like, yo, what's the deal? No lie, was just about to call you like 2 o'clock this morning. But I overslept. Bo is in the building. Salute to Mr. Ismail. Mr. Bo is in the building. Salute. Bo, this might be right up your alley, bro. The summertime conversations. Yo, I was just about. Yo, you DSJ, you was in Charlotte? Everybody. So DSJ and I have poor timing, right? Like he was legit in Charlotte last night, and I was in Charlotte 2 weekends in a row. This is the weekend I decided not to travel, and my guy is in Charlotte, bro. I couldn't talk to Miss Mocha about going to Charlotte no 3 week. Nah, that wasn't gonna fly. That wasn't gonna fly at all. Yo, Shop Powers is in the building. Salute. Yeah, man, let's get it. So, Bo, hey, this is your conversation right here, bro. No lie. Like the summertime moves, like based on what we talked about before, what we used to talk about before, or at least the way that I remember it. Yo, Tom from Huntington is in the building. Salute. So my thing is this, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'm conflicted. I don't know how to feel, right? I just don't about the off season. I'm telling you, I don't know how to feel. And if you say, hey, Uncle Freezy, it's only been a month since the Knicks were knocked out of the playoffs, and you've been flip flopping, guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. I'm guilty, bro. Because I don't know what stance to take, bro. I don't know if I want to run it back or if I'm feeling like we should add new stuff. Should we not run it back, right? But not run it back in a sense where we tear it down, but in a sense of do we add stuff? Do we have significant holes in the roster? Miguel P is in the building. Salute. And so what I'd like to do, and you don't have to, but I'm just asking if y'all can help me figure out some of this basic stuff. And then that way I could probably, do more informed shows and all that stuff. Man, y'all give me y'all input. Y'all give me y'all input, man. Let me know what y'all thinking about, right? Let me know how y'all feel about stuff, right? Because here's the thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. When it comes to the 2024-2025 season, I feel like LL, after the Walking with the Panther album, right? And I don't want to relate everything to music, but y'all will get what I'm saying. And y'all will get the gist of what I'm saying when I watch Indiana and Boston and Dallas and these teams that I feel like we have the same level of talent as, or some better. I feel like LL, off of the I'm That Type of Guy album, I'm that type of guy to take your girl, blah, blah, blah. And or that album with Going Back to Cali, Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali. Sherwin, what's good, bro? Sherwin, hey man, Sherwin, I'm gonna ask you to step your game up this morning, bro. I really need your help. Not that you don't always step your game up, but what I'm saying is I need your help on figuring out something. So if you got some opinions, bro, don't hold back, bro. You know what I'm saying? In terms of helping the Knicks improve their roster. If you have some Jay in the building, salute Jay in the building. So I feel like LL Cool J in that in between album. Y'all remember Radio? I mean, not Radio, but Big and Defa with I'm Bad and all that. Oh, yeah, y'all remember that the LL album I'm Bad. Yeah, I remember that. I'm Bad and Jack the Ripper and all of that on it. And then he comes out with this album with Tina Got a Big Old Butt. I'm sorry, I can't be true. Yeah, I remember that. Remember that album? People thought it was like a flop. People was like, "Yo, he gonna be the next everything." And then he come out with the Walking with the Panther album with like big old butt on it and I'm that type of guy and Going Back to Cali. And people was like, yeah, this album's all right. Maybe LL fell off, right? Maybe LL fell off. And so I feel like the Knicks are in that strange place of, you know, being close to being everything and then wind up falling short and then people forgetting about you. I feel like right now people are talking so much about the Celtics that they forget the Knicks exist. And for that reason, I'm saying for the 24-25 season, for the 24-25 season, I'm saying don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years, right? For that reason. For that reason, my approach to next season is don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years, right? My thing is I think the Knicks team is very talented, super talented. Should we run it back? Not sure. Not sure, but I do know one thing for sure, that we can't come out saying I'm that type of guy, right? We have to come out the box. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Yeah. So I think that my stance is I think the Knicks have to take the approach of we are the best team in the Eastern Conference, and we have to make the moves to validate us saying something that bold. Y'all heard me. I think the Knicks have to take the approach that they are the best team in the Eastern Conference and then make the subsequent moves to validate such a bold statement or a bold stance. And with that said, how do you get there? Do you make a major trade, right? Do you make a major trade? Do you go big game hunting? You have all the assets to do it. You have all the assets to go big game hunting, right? You have all the assets to go big game hunting. All of them. You have draft picks. Draft picks, yeah, that's it. Sherwin says Boston is the best team in the East. We are one player away from competing with Boston. Okay. Well, the question then, Sherwin, is who is that one player? And is that one player attainable? Who is that one player? And is that player attainable? Right? Right? Are you big game hunting or are you taking the Black Friday approach? Today's show is centered around taking the Black Friday approach. How many deals can I get on a budget? How many deals can I get on a budget? And so I want to pull up something. I want to pull up a chart that we used. There it is. I want to pull up a chart that we used a little while ago. I'm going to put it on the screen. Hey, I'm going to put it on the screen so for us to look at, right? Just to refresh our memories a little bit. Danny Landis is in the building. Cowboy Bob is in the building. Salute. Ivory 10 is in the building. Salute. So I'm gonna just go over something real quick, and then I'm gonna put the link in the chat, right? And I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So for those that want to jump on, and rock with us, just give me a few seconds. So this is what we're looking at, right? Should I make this bigger? I'll make it. I'll see if I can make it bigger. Let me see. Let me first do this. Knicks Rooster. Let's see if we can make this 200. All right. Sherwin says, I heart fans, we can get Ingram in a trade for I heart Deuce and picks. I am not going to make my 5 a week to keep a player who is only a help defender. I heart can't stop his man on man. He is soft. And then Sherwin says, in a trade. Oh, so he sent it twice. Okay. So yeah, everybody, this is what we're looking at. This is our 9, right? When healthy, this is our 9. Starting 5 of Dante, Brunson, OG, Randall, Hartenstein, right? And the bench is Deuce, Bogey, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, and our situational guys. Oh, snap. Let me add Alec Burks. I forgot to add Alec Burks. So this is our 10 plus Precious and Jericho are situational. Miguel P says Deuce Bogey picks for Smart, Devo off the bench, and play Brunson off ball. Okay. So here's my question to y'all. JJ in the build. JJ, we gotta. Hey, bro. Steve Cohen got to fire everybody, bro. Everybody got to go, bro. Everybody got to go. Metz is in the building. Danny says, what do you think of rumored trade of Mitch to Memphis for Luke Kennard in the 9th pick? I love Mitch, but I'm doing that. I love Mitchell Robinson, but I'm doing that. I'm doing that trade. And Sherwin says, where's Sherwin's comment? Sherwin says Burks, Precious are free agents. Right. But so are Isaiah Hartenstein and OG Anunoby. And I have them listed too. JJ says you do it and don't think twice. Yep. I think we've reached the place with Mitchell Robinson that he's not going to develop anymore, bro. He's not going to Mitchell Robinson is fine as is, right? He's fine as is, but I think our team need requires something different. And Sherwin says, if you're going to do that, you should look at the salary cap and the penalties. No, Sherwin, the thing that y'all, man, listen, when you look at the cap, I understand y'all look at the big number. I understand that y'all look at the big number, but what y'all are not looking at is the cap holes are included. Right? You got to look at the cap not just for what the cap number is, right? Or projected or was this past season, You have to look at everything. Like, did Julius Randle reach all of his likely and unlikely salary contract bonuses? Did he? No. Julius Randle wasn't all NBA this year, and Julius Randle didn't play 50, 60, 70, 80 games. So while you looking at the cap number, and I know y'all love spot track, right? I know y'all love spot track, but what I'm saying is the number that is there is set based on a contract and likely, unlikely bonuses and cap holes. And so, and I get it. I get that we love. I use spot track all the time, but you have to look at the numbers after the season of things that have happened. And I get where you coming from. I get where you going with it. Everybody needs a reference. Yo, Joe White is in the building. Salute. Because I agree with you for the most part. I agree with you on for the most part, right? But the thing is, we have to take everything into context. Everything has to be detailed. Yeah, nah, Danny, I'm not doing that one, bro. Mitch for Karl Anthony Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns makes 4 times as much, maybe 4 times as much as Mitchell Robinson, bro. That means you'd have to, if you got Karl Anthony Towns, your new core is Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. And do I want to trade for a big man that's approaching 30? No, I don't. I don't want to trade for Karl Anthony Towns. I don't want to trade for Joel Embiid. I don't want to trade for Jokic. I don't want to trade for any big that's approaching 30. I tell you what I would do, though. I'll tell you what I would do. And this is for Sherwin. Sherwin, what I would do, bro, is the marginal guys, I would look at replacing them for younger, cheaper options. And then with the money that is saved, I'm looking to get Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, and Jalen Brunson some help. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm not moving guys or replacing guys. I'm not moving guys or replacing guys because I don't like them. Listen, I love Mitchell Robinson, bro. I legit have pounded the table for Mitch over and over and over and over and over because I like his archetype. I like the young, spry, super athletic 7-footers that are freaks of nature. But let me ask you this. Is Mitchell Robinson today a young, spry, freak athlete that's a freak of nature? I like the archetype. I like the 7-footers that are freak athletes that could do blah, 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 XYZ. But is Mitchell Robinson still that? And Sherwin says second apron, 182, minimum team, 122. The tax bracket size for me. Yeah, bro. We know, bro. Sherwin, I got you. I got you. Right. We understand all of that, right? But okay. All right. Sherwin. So here's the thing with what you're saying, because I think what you're saying is, Sherwin says, let me ask you this: Mitch defense a top 2 center defender? Let me answer the first thing first. I'm gonna speak to this first, and then I'll answer that. Right. So Sherwin, for the first comment, how are you talking to me? Legit, how are you talking to me about what the second apron is, and you would trade for Brandon Ingram? If you would trade for Brandon Ingram and absorb Brandon Ingram's salary and offer him an extension in the coming years, how are you talking to me about the tax apron? Is that not two things? Is that not two different things? Is that not the same thing? Right? Brandon Ingram and listen, and Brandon Ingram's not making Hartenstein's money. Hartenstein makes 8 million, I think 8.8 right now. He'll probably make 17. Brandon Ingram's not making 17. And the thing is with Brandon Ingram, right? The thing with Brandon Ingram is, are you willing to pay the small forward position $63 million? Because OG Anunoby is still going to be here. Are you paying the small forward position $63 million for 2 small forwards? Will the Knicks, in theory, pay 3 forwards $95 million? 3 forwards, Randall, Ingram, OG. You're going to pay 3 forwards $95 million, and then talk about the salary cap and the second apron. Right? No. Yeah, we get this. We get this all the time. Like Brandon Ingram, instead of a Sherwin, instead of saying he could play the 1, 2, 3, and 4, let's call him a wing player. Right? That's basically what wing players try to do in this era. Right? That's what wing players try to do in this era. Right? Play the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? He's a wing player. Right? Brandon Ingram is a wing player best suited for the 3. Right? That's why in New Orleans plays him at the 3, not the 4, not the 2, right? They have Herb Jones and CJ McCollum at the 2. They have Zion at the 4 because they want Brandon Ingram to play the 3. If Brandon Ingram was a 2, why would they keep Trey Murphy and Herb Jones coming off the bench when both can play the 3? And then if you make that trade for Brandon Ingram, and this is just, listen, I'm not knocking it, everybody. I'm not knocking it or want to be negative. I want to analyze it. Analyzing it is what I'm doing. Analyzing it is what I'm doing. Analyzing it is what we're doing. Right? And Sherwin says Trey Murphy is 6'9", but he's a bro. Hey, listen. Just like how I mentioned Ryan Dunn, I was the first person to mention Trey Murphy name in Knicks universe. and not toot my own horn because I'm not right about everything. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff, right? I'm wrong about a lot of stuff, but I'll admit when I'm wrong, though. But Trey Murphy was my heartstring when y'all was pounding the table for Quentin Grimes. When I called Quentin Grimes a ham sandwich, y'all was mad at me because I wanted Trey Murphy the third. Anybody remember that? JJ, anybody remember when Knicks Universe got mad at me for calling Quentin Grimes a ham sandwich because I wanted Trey Murphy the third? When I was calling Quentin Grimes a ham sandwich, everybody was mad at me because I legit wanted Trey Murphy the third. I felt like Trey Murphy was a better fit. But I say that to say this, Sherwin, I know exactly who Trey Murphy is, right? Just like I know exactly who Ryan Dunn is. I know exactly who Ryan Dunn is. Right? I think Ryan Dunn is perfect for this roster. Perfect. He's not a perfect NBA player, not yet, but he's perfect for this roster. But my thing is this: if you trade for Brandon Ingram, what are you going to do with Dante DiVincenzo? What are you going to do with Dante DiVincenzo now? What are you going to do with the Knicks all-time 3-point record holder? What are you going to do with him? Move him to the bench? Is that the easy? That's the easy. That's the easy answer is bring him off the bench. That's our easy layup basketball answer, right? Like, but let's talk about some in-depth stuff, right? Right? Because the bench just can't be our go-to answer for questions. Like, what are you gonna do with Mitch? Oh, bring him off the bench. What are you gonna do with Dante? Oh, bring him off the bench. that can't be. All right, let's have a. Hey, just let's. Sirius B is in the building. Anybody remember how the Knicks struggled when Dante DiVincenzo was coming off the bench? Anybody remember that stretch when Quentin Grimes was the starter? Anybody remember that stretch where Dante DiVincenzo legit was coming off the bench? Anybody remember how bad the Knicks looked with Dante coming off the bench? I'm not saying we shouldn't upgrade. I just want to critically think my way through this process. All right, so here are Dante DiVincenzo's numbers coming off the bench as a Knick. In October, he shot 37.5% from the floor. He shot 31.3% from three. He averaged 6 points a game in October. In November, coming off the bench, he shot 41.1% from the floor, 41.9% from three, 66% from the free throw, 67% from the free throw line. He averaged 9 points a game. Dante DiVincenzo as a starter, 45% from the floor, 40% from three, 76.8% from the free throw line, 17.7 points per game. He did that on 14 shots a game. So should we go back to the Dante that's 7 points a game coming off the bench? Or the Dante DiVincenzo that's going to give you 17.7 points a game and shoot 40% from three? And so I'm not sliding anybody's comment. I'm just saying I just want to add add facts to the conversation that Dante DiVincenzo as a starter for us was better than Dante DiVincenzo coming off the bench. Anybody remember that? Remember how Dante DiVincenzo looked really shaky as a bench player for us? Anybody remember that? And the numbers I use the numbers on ESPN.com. So I use ESPN.com as the reference, everybody. For those that want to know where I got those numbers from. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. Salute. So I want to get back to a thing, right? Diamonds in the rough. I want to talk about the diamonds in the rough thing. Just real quick before I put the link in the chat. Just real quick, everybody. My diamonds in the rough conversation starts with Kelly Oubre. My diamonds in the rough conversation legit starts with the name Kelly Oubre. Right? Will we be able to sign a Kelly Oubre type player? Yes, I think so. I think the Knicks will be able to sign a Kelly Oubre type player to the mid-level exception pocket that we'll have available to us. It's either the biannual or not the biannual. The biannual is like 4.8, right? In that biannual, just as a heads up for people that are gonna stay here and rock with us for a little bit, just to keep you tuned in. The biannual exception is where I want to sign Buddy Hield. Right? What I'm saying to you, everybody, is in this conversation, and maybe tomorrow or the day after, we'll have the big game hunting conversation, the Brandon Ingram conversation, the Devin Booker conversation, the Zach LaVine conversation, the Donovan Mitchell conversation. I could see us having that tomorrow. Today, I wanted to talk diamond in the rough. Can we add 3 players to this roster using Bojan Bogdanovic's money? Yes. Right? Here's how. Right? I'm gonna put this up on the screen. I want you guys to see where I'm going with this. Can y'all see this? Is this too small for? Yeah, that's too small. That's too small. I'm going to blow it up. It's going to look distorted a little bit, but bear with me. Oh, some ice? Thank you. In a glass? Okay. Can y'all see this? All right. So what I want to do is on a veteran minimum, I want to bring, or a veteran minimum type money. Ivory says yes. Yeah, but is one of them going to be able to score as well as Bogey? If not, 3 is not better than 1. For 1, what type of scoring did Bogey give you? Right. And 2, can the 3 give you a diverse portfolio? Yes. Right. So here's the thing I want everybody to look at. Can you bring in Gordon Hayward, Doug McDermott, Nicholas Batum? Where'd it go? Something disappeared. Nicholas Batum, Royce O'Neal, Chetty Osman, Derrick Jones Jr., Jordan Nwora, Kelly Oubre, Kendall Brown, Kenyon Martin Jr., Najee Marshall. Can you bring in 3 of those guys for $18 million? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can. Najee Marshall last year, Najee Marshall made $1.3 million. Right? That's what Najee Marshall made last year. Right? Kendall Brown made $1.8 million. Thank you. Jordan Nwora, a shooter, Jordan Nwora, right? A young shooter. Jordan Nwora is, I think, like 25 years old. Made $2.9 million. Can you replace Bogdanovich with Kelly Oubre, Jordan Nwora, and Najee Marshall? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can. And that's just at small forward, right? That's just at small forward. Let's look at the unrestricted point guards. Let's look at the unrestricted point guards, right? And I'm using information from Spot Track, our favorite site. Our favorite site, Spot Track, right? Let's use their unrestricted point guards. Last year, Patrick Beverly made $3.2 million. Cameron Payne made $2.9 million. Dennis Smith Jr. is out there. Chris Dunn is out there. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there. DeLon Wright is out there. can we replace Bojan Bogdanovic with a veteran playmaking point guard, a veteran floor general, and 2 wing players? Absolutely. What if your flavor is not wing players? What if you want to just get wing players out of the draft, right? What if you just want to get wing players out of the draft and you want to get a center unrestricted? Daniel Tice is out there. Mason Plumlee is out there. Andre Drummond is out there. Alex Lynn is out there. Cody Zeller is out there. Azubuike is out there. Oh, boy. And look who else is out there. How do you say this name? Mohamed Bamba. Mohamed Bamba is out there. Xavier Tillman is out there. Goga Batadze is out there. And the money, Goga Batadze made 1.3 mil last year. Mo Bamba made 2.3 last year. Is a bench scorer that's going to give you about 14 points a game off the bench, more valuable than a wing player that's going to get you 14 points off the bench. You get a quality backup big man and a floor general to give Jalen Brunson breaks when he needs it. Or we can bring back Bojan Bogdanovic. Ivory 10 says a backup floor general can't come at the expense of our best bench scorer. Who is your best bench scorer? Bogdanovic or Alec Burks? Or Deuce McBride? Who's your best big man? I mean your best bench scorer? I mean, because in the playoffs, to me, Alec Burks looks far superior as the best bench scorer, even over Deuce McBride. And again, I like Bogey too. I like Bogey. But for the sake of conversation, would you rather have depth over? The conversation is about quality depth over one quality piece. And if I asked you, would you trade in a trade at the trade deadline? Would you trade Bogdanovic for Kelly Oubre, Buddy Hield, and Jackson Hayes? To a man, all of us say yes. At the trade deadline, if we traded Bojan for Buddy Hield, Jackson Hayes, and Kelly Oubre, we'd say the front office gets an A++. But what I'm suggesting is not the trade, but sign these guys outright. And Jackson Hayes has a player option, everybody. So Jackson Hayes has a player option for $2.8 million, right? Say he declines that, and the Knicks sign him for $4.5 million over 2 years. 2 years, $9 million for Jackson Hayes. And my man Ivory 10, salute to Ivory 10, everybody. Salute to Ivory 10. Ivory 10 says he'll take quality over quantity. And I want to put up the quality part. I want everybody to see the quality part. This is the quality part from Bogdanovich. 43% from the floor, 37% from three, and 80% from the free throw line in 20 games. That's the quality part right there. A 43% from the floor scorer. Ivory 10, that's your quality right there, bro. 43, 37, and 80. What I'm suggesting, everybody, is and listen, I'm not, hey, listen, man. All I want to do is have the conversation and just add facts and data to it. I just want to add facts and data to the conversation. Bogey is not as good as we remember him being. The thought of Bogey and what Bogey produced are two different things. Yo, I gotta put the link. I gotta put the link in the chat. Man. I ain't messing around with Ivory 10. Hey, Ivory 10 trying to drag me in the dark alley. Hey, I'm not going in no back alley with you, bro. Nah, man. You ain't gonna beat me up in no back alley, bro. Nah. Ivory trying to drag me in the back alley tussle. Nah, man. I'm too slick for that, bro. You ain't gonna drag me in no alley and hit me over the head with no trash can. Ivory 10 says, who would be the go-to guy on the bench when we need a hoop? Listen, I feel you, but the bench unit won't play by itself. It's not like hockey in a shift change. By adding a valuable point guard to the bench and shooting. Nah, bro, it's just a conversation, bro. It's just a conversation. Um um it's not an indictment on anybody. We're just adding elements to the conversation. So hey, so for everybody listening to the conversation, we're not being super critical. We're critically thinking. That's what we're doing. Right? We're not being critical of anybody's opinion like that. We're just critically thinking out loud. We're spitballing, basically. Like throwing ideas out there. Some will be whack, some will be dope, right? Some will be dope. But the thing is it's the off season, man. Is the off season here sooner than we think? Yes. Right. So the thing is, my thing is when we think about like this off season maneuvering, we're thinking about like the possibilities, right? Because if the Knicks bring Boyan back, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad at it. Nah, you're not adding no. What I'm saying is no, the whole thing was adding three quality pieces for Boyan's money. Boyan is gonna make 19 something 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 something. Right? Can you add three quality players for his money? Absolutely. Absolutely. But here is the more intriguing thing. Here's the more intriguing thing. Here's the more intriguing question. Can we expect a 35-year-old wingman to stay healthy throughout the season? Can we expect a 35-year, and that's what he'll be when the season starts? I need something to drink with it. Okay. Okay. I was just told something in some Caribbean language. I don't know. I don't even understand. Did you say patois? I don't listen, man. I'm American, bro. I'm American. I don't understand all this stuff, man. I'm trying. I'm trying, man. So if I come across like a arrogant, ignorant American, that's not me. I'm trying. Not this one, boss. Oh no, I'm sorry. Breakfast options, everybody. Brunch options, I guess. Brunch options. I'm not sure with you. The thing about Bogey scoring, I put his numbers with the Knicks on the screen, bro. If you're asking me, if you're asking me, can all three guys score better than 43% from the floor and 30% from 37% from three and 87%, 80% from the free throw line? I'm thinking, sure. Yeah. I'm thinking all three dudes can do it. Yeah. I'm thinking all three of them can do it. I think Oubre can do it. I think Buddy Hield is definitely going to do it. Now, Jackson Hayes, maybe not, but Jackson Hayes would probably have a higher field goal percentage. Yeah. I'm merely talking about the strength in numbers aspect. And so I'm going to ask DSJ this question. Oh, okay, not maybe DSJ. So, okay, DSJ put me in that awkward spot just now. What I'm asking is, when you saw the Indiana Pacers the Indiana Pacers beat the Knicks because they didn't have enough healthy bodies. How did you feel? How did you feel when you saw the Indiana Pacers beat the Knicks in a game 7 on your floor because the Knicks didn't have enough healthy bodies? All the Knicks really needed was one healthy body to go with Brunson, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Hartenstein. That's all they. If OG was healthy, we play the Celtics. If Bogey is healthy, we play the Celtics. If Mitchell Robinson is healthy, we play the Celtics. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm a human. No human is ever perfect. I'm a human. But my belief is that if we had two, if Mitch and Bogey were healthy, we don't even go to a game 7. Yes. Yes, I do know what that means. I do. And the funny thing about it is I only hear it when somebody is yelling. I only hear that when people are yelling. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm saying add quality depth. It should be a part of the conversation. Is it the answer? I don't think it's the answer. I think the answer is going to be somewhere in the middle. But I think the diamonds in the rough thing should at least be a part of the conversation. Should at least be a significant part of the conversation. And then plus it's fun to read you guys' comments, right? Read you guys' comments and get a feel for what you are thinking as Knicks fans. I know later on in the week we'll have the big game hunting conversations, right? We'll have the Brandon Ingram conversation. We'll have the Zach LaVine conversation. We'll have the Donovan Mitchell conversations later on in the week, right? But in fairness to the big game hunting conversations, in fairness to that, in fairness to the big game and the big game honey conversations, I'm not going to do them all in one show. I think the Donovan Mitchell conversation deserves its own show. I think the Brandon Ingram conversation deserves its own show. Right? The Zach LaVine, we had the Zach LaVine conversation already. Right? The Devin Booker conversation deserves its own show. Right? Like 2 hours of us parsing participles, breaking things down to that atomic level that that you do during the off season. But on that note, listen, I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you for coming through, rocking with me. Bahama Mama is cooking us brunch right now. I'm gonna go in here and enjoy some brunch. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. I apologize for the guest we had scheduled not coming through. It was something happened at work. He couldn't help it. Like he can't. He couldn't help it. Right? Though things happen. But anyway, I'm out of here, man. I will probably see y'all tomorrow. Peace, everybody.